Okay, in this video, I just want to show you my idea of investing. Now, what this is going to be, basically, I'm going to sum this up. Um, Basically, I believe in building a 30-year ladder, and in order to build that ladder, you need to go into multiple mutual funds or create different accounts. And that will begin, say, when you turn, say, 31, 32. And let me explain, well, first of all, let me just show you these 30-year increments. So I found, so April 1989 to April 2019, not adding anything to it, I'm just tracking. As a matter of fact, you can put this to a more realistic value of what somebody would actually save. In 30 years, $2,000 equals $30,333, right? And then let's just say you're 32 now or 31 now, and you're saving that for age 62. So you're going to pull it all out at age 62. Now, and then you get that plus Social Security for a year, right? Or it can be 35. You could take it from 35 to 65, or 37 to 67, whatever. Now I know one thing. I know what you're going to say. Well, what's if you land on a bad year? Okay, so I'm going to go back 10 years to 79, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side as well. What does that say? 9.4. It's almost the same. 29,806 in April 2009. Okay, March was the bad year, right? Okay, let's check. Let's check what it is in March. Oh, 27,000. It's still over 9%. You want to do this some more? Okay, 1974, I think it was December 1974 is when the market bottomed. So let's go to 44, and let's go to 74. And I think it was December to December. Okay, calculate. What does that say? Still well over 8%. And this is in a down market. We change this to, say, July to July. I don't know what this. You don't get. I mean, it fluctuates a little bit, but it doesn't fluctuate a lot. So as long as you keep this, say, 30 years. So let's just say, for example, that you start investing when you're 18. You get your first job. You're independent when you're 18, so you get to decide what to do with your money. So you're 18. You just throw in a little bit, $100 for the whole year. You're focusing mostly on your savings account, but you throw in $100, right? And in 19, you throw in $100, and you just kind of keep doing that. You sprinkle in a little bit of money, and then you do that all the way up till, say, 24, 25, and you start making a lot more money. Then you consistently put in a good amount each month. Okay, now it's fine if you do it my way to invest in the same mutual fund all the way up till, like, say, 31, because in your 60s, like 62 is a very common retirement age. So my idea is to take all that money from 18 to, say, 31 or maybe even 29 if you're going to retire at 59 and a half, and either you take that money and you throw that in a annuity, or you pay down your debt, or what have you. This is a big lump sum payoff amount, so maybe you do both, annuity, investment, plus pay your house down. Okay, now in order to do this 30-year ladder, once after you're either 29, 31, whatever, is you can't use the same mutual fund each year in the same account. So you either have to pick different funds each year, or different accounts, or both. Because what happens is this number right here is based on dividend reinvestment. I believe, where does it say? Somewhere on here, but this is the value of the portfolio with dividends reinvested. The problem is if you invest in the same fund, say for 30 years, or even 2 different years, you're not going to be able to distinguish this value versus, say, you stick in another $2,000 a year later, say in 1945, and you want to pull that out in 75, well, you got this amount of money, right? Well, how do you distinguish between the two? You can't. So you have to set, because again, when the dividends reinvest, it takes the full value. So it'll take the $2,000 you threw in 44, and then the $2,000 you threw in 45. Take that, whatever that value is, or however many shares, how many, how much, the dividends go per share, and pay that out. So you can't really separate the money you threw in 45 and 44 in this example, or 89 and 88. So I hope that makes sense. So you have to separate by separate funds each year, or separate accounts each year. Maybe you go with Fidelity one year, Schwab another year, and then you separate, and you can, then you go with Vanguard another year. Then you can separate the funds out, so that every year you can distinguish, you can track this money. But again, this you don't have to do this until you get to be 29 or 31, or whenever you're, within 30 years of your retirement age. And then you just keep on buying. Say you put in $100 or $200, a month or whatever, and you just build that ladder. So anyway, just an idea.